accidentally faked being a photographer for 3 years because I was too awkward to correct a first date. I once pretended to understand what bokeh meant on a coffee date with a cute photographer, and somehow ended up with 300,000 Instagram followers and a camera brand sponsorship. It started when Jake, scrolling through my phone, noticed I'd taken some decent sunset pill. Nice bokeh effect, he said, not wanting to seem clueless. I nodded confidently and mumbled something about intentional composition that night. I panic googled bokeh and fell into a YouTube photography rabbit hole. For our second date, I borrowed my roommate's DSLR and practiced enough basic terms to fake my way through conversation. We didn't work out romantically, but Jake introduced me to his photographer friends. Too embarrassed to admit my charade, I kept learning just enough to maintain the illusion. I started posting my amateur shots with technical sounding captions. Shapel, my untrained eye, developed a distinct style that people loved, moody, imperfect compositions that resonated with non-photographers. 3 years later, at a major photography conference where I was inexplicably invited to speak, I finally confessed. I've never taken a photography class. I learned everything from YouTube because I was too embarrassed to admit I didn't know what bokeh meant on a first date. The room erupted in laughter, then applause. My inbox flooded with messages from people who felt intimidated by photography's technical barriers. The camera company sponsoring the event doubled my contract, rebranding me as their accidental influencer. Sometimes the most authentic personal brand comes from the lie you are most afraid to confess.